Hello and welcome to Affinity Dreams, Live Your Dream. I'm Shellyanne Minta, and it's a great day to be alive. Every day that we're alive is a great day. Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. This week I'm talking to you about my running journey, some very interesting things attached to this journey I'm on. It's something that's really important to me, and it is about staying fit. But there is a lot more associated with this journey I'm on than just staying fit. And so I just want to share some of that with you today. Today we are live on Facebook and we are live on YouTube. I want to encourage you to follow me on YouTube, like the videos, and spread the word. Also on Facebook, if you're more comfortable there, and this is your primary platform for finding content, please share there as well and like the videos. And I encourage you to go to my Facebook page, Affinity Dreams, and also like the page, share the page, get other people on this journey of mine. And I just want to say that this is more than a journey, it is also a mission. And so we'll be stepping back in time a little bit just to talk about why I'm doing this and why I'm here, and yes, also to let you know about my running journey. And I think that will be bring you up to speed on why I'm so passionate about what I do. Again, if you're checking in, like we do always, just tell me how you're checking in today. I'm checking in feeling satisfied. This is how I feel today. I'm feeling satisfied. How you doing today? Just put it in the chat. Even if you are on YouTube, please just put your comments in the chat. Have any questions? Feel free to ask me some questions, and I will try to the best of my ability to answer your question as honestly and as truthfully as possible. And that is a great thing because we're living in a world where people really are not always honest or truthful. They try to give you half truths, or they try to, not answer your questions directly. We're not going to get into that right now, but I just want to let you know that yes, I'm here to answer your questions. So let's just get right into it right away. Also, before I forget, please let me know who you are and if you are listening to this on a replay or if you were here live. I would prefer live, but I also would like to know if you've listened at all because I want to chat with you. I want to talk to you. It's a two-way conversation. I do this because I do want to share ideas, and just discuss these things that affect us in a major way, from a health perspective. So a little bit of who I am for those of you who don't really know me and haven't been watching. I'm a health coach, nutrition, fitness expert. Uh, I create custom nutrition program, custom nutrition systems for people. It's not a one size fit all type of thing. It's very individualistic. It's to your needs, to your body type, and your activity. So, and also the health coaching is one on one. I do have options for group health coaching. I'm open to that, but the one on one coaching actually also gives you a customized approach. I take a customized approach to what's going on with you. So I offer a free session just to get you to know what I do, and also I start you on your journey by giving you some free takeaways that you can begin to work with, you know. Um, I'm an awesome listener, so just sometimes it's people just need someone they can talk to, and they can be open with that person and feel comfortable. And hopefully I'm that person. I believe that I am trustworthy, and I try to make people feel comfortable with me so that they can express to me what's going on in their lives, and so I can help them on their journey. So it's a lot. If you watch my videos, you'll see it's I do a lot of mindset coaching, as I do here. I deal with people that are that are s- that face extreme stress at work, because as I said before, stress causes some major issues with the body. It causes the body to break down. You end up getting chronic illnesses, and you develop other disorders. Okay, so that's a little bit of who I am. Now let me tell you about where I'm coming from and why I'm on this running journey, why I'm on this journey, period. And the running is just a part of it that I share. I started off a long time ago, way back, I think close to 2018. If it probably is 2018. I injured myself in a very serious way. I'm going to start the journey there. It started way before that. I was overweight way before that and facing some serious health issues. But in 2018, I had a serious fall, and I messed up my back, I messed up my hip, and I injured my tailbone. And I couldn't walk properly for 6 months. I had crutches, so I was completely disabled and in bed, and I went through an extreme time of depression. I couldn't get out of bed. It was difficult even getting to the washroom, and it's difficult sitting down. My left side was completely swollen up. It looked deformed. It was black and blue, and I didn't think it would ever change. I didn't think that it would go back to normal. And I had to go through a physiotherapy, and I couldn't exercise, I couldn't run anymore. And I had gotten back to running after 10 years of not running. I had gotten back to running, I had gotten back into the gym, and then here I was now back on my back again in this situation, and I went through extreme depression. And I remember lying there in the bed and just praying that God would take me, because I it wasn't just the fact that I was injured, but I was going through some really horrible things in my life. Around that time, I was separating from my husband. There were some really serious family issues aside from that. And little did I know that my husband was also being unfaithful to me. As soon as we separated, he had moved on to somebody else. And here I was, I lost my home, my very beautiful home. I lost my contract. I was working as a sales exchange consultant at a big contract, and I lost it because I couldn't perform. I couldn't get into work, and so I lost that contract. So I ended up no work, um, no husband, estranged from one of my children, and then from 2018 until now, I lost a lot of people in my life that gave me love and support, family members. None of it was due to COVID, ironically. However, it happened. They were dropping like flies. All the things, people that I clung to and understood, and I had only maybe three people that I could depend on. One of them was my son, and the others were family members also. But the two family members that I could cling on couldn't really help me in my situation because they had situations of their own. So really and truly, aside from my son and the love of a gracious Father in heaven, I was pretty much on my own and going through this stuff on my own. And the worst didn't come yet. Aside from all of this, I attended a body of faith, and I had a very horrible experience at this place, and I did not receive the support from my brothers and sisters that I thought I would. In fact, they created a situation where I was under more stress, and the stress began to kill me. And I wasn't exercising, and I blew up even more. I got even more heavy, and I began to experience some serious health conditions aside from the what the fall did. I had beginning to get heart palpitations, difficulty breathing, and then swelling in the legs and the feet. It was just horrible. I had never been so out of health, unhealthy or so overweight. I was an athlete growing up and a dancer. All the way through high school, all the way through my 20s, I was an athlete. I was trim. I was fit. I was ironclad. I loved working out. I loved being active. I love the outdoors. As you know, when you watch this video, I love camping. I like hiking. I'm a very active person, and here I was, I was dying. I was literally dying, and in my mind too, I wanted to be dead. I just didn't. I hated it. I hated life. I didn't. It was horrible. It was a horrible situation. But what was more horrible was the rejection that I felt from people that I thought would be there for me. I was felt very rejected and very alone, aside from my son, and like I said, two other individuals, my aunt and a brother that I had. Even my brother, eventually, he became, he drifted away as well. So I decided that I needed to do something, because either I lie down in my bed and die, or I give up the ghost or whatever, wait for death to come and get me, or I do something about it. And I decided, well, I could as well try to do something about it. What do I have to lose? And I started on this health journey. Mentally and emotionally, I still wasn't there. There is a connection between the mind and the body, um, and the spirit. Everything's connected. When you go on a health journey, if you just follow one path, you will not make it. If you just go down the health path, you will miss out on healing in the other parts of your life, and then you still will be unbalanced. You need to find a path that leads to a complete healing, a holistic approach to healing. So at the time, I just decided I would just start one place. That's the best way to start. Is you start with one thing, okay? And I started with my health. So I started to get back into shape, and I started to educate myself about being healthy, and about finding balance in life, and how I could be less stressed out and all and that sort of thing. And what happened is, along the way, I I healed, but I also realized that I was my most fulfilled and best self when I was trying to help others. Because as others would reach out to me while I was going through this journey, despite the fact that I was not completely there yet, I gave whatever I could to them. And it actually helped me to feel better. And I began to find purpose. And purpose is very important in living a joyous life and having longevity. It's important. When an organism does not have purpose, it's no longer needed, so it ceases to exist. It becomes extinct. So people need purpose, and I found mine. Um, Anyhow, getting to the running, it took me a while to get back to the running. In fact, I started this year. In fact, I started at the late or the early or in the summer, but not right at the beginning of the summer is when I started. And and if you're just checking in now, if you're here, please say hello, speak to me, ask me some questions, and share some of what your ideas, your share your thoughts on what I'm saying, because I know I'm not the only one that went through hardship and that has a story. So please feel free to share as well. I would really truly appreciate that. Um, so anyhow, when I finally was able to get back into good health, and like I said, I went through this I educated myself, and came away with some certifications and some things to show that I was an authority on what I was saying. So I educated myself. I got my credentials, in other words, because I knew I really wanted to help people. So I thought that that would help, so that people would know that I know what I'm saying, and that I would know that I know what I'm saying, right? And I began to help people in a really legitimate way. As I said, people would approach me, and I began to coach people and help them along the way, and realize that I had purpose. Okay, to summarize, for those of you just checking in, okay, um, I realized that there was something in my life that I really loved that I had allowed to die, and that was running. Like I said, I was an athlete. I was a track athlete. And when it came to the long distance running, nobody could check me. I've been running all my life. Um, and I found that along the way, I started running away from things, but I realized I needed to start running towards things, start running towards my destiny. Um, and that is so it was sort of a symbolic way of looking at things, is that I needed to start running again towards something, towards my destiny, towards goals, towards my expectations, towards things that are positive. So to me, running became symbolic, but it became a way of regaining what I had allowed to die, to give life to something positive in my life that I had allowed to die, something that I love doing. I mean, I have to admit, I love running. I told my son this. I love running more than I love exercising. I will run for you all day long, as far as you want me to. It's not that I hate exercising. Like I said, I love staying fit. But if I had to pick a form of exercise that I love, it would be running. I can run. Okay, I'm a runner. I think I was born that way. And so I got back to it with the hope of regaining, recapturing that part of me that I had just let die, because I had become so focused on what other people wanted and not on what I wanted. Focused on what my kids wanted, focused on what my husband wanted, focused on what my job wanted, what my family wanted. I try to be, I try to be this person that I thought everybody needed for me to be. Um, I realized that at the end of the day, when I was left alone, except for a few, like a very small group of people, like we're talking 2 or 3 people, when I've left alone and I felt so abandoned, I realized that the one person that I know that would be there for me forever, beside from the Almighty above, was me. I'm the only one that couldn't and shouldn't let myself down. Everybody else would go, but I needed to be my best ally, and I wasn't doing that. I shouldn't expect anybody else to be there for me if I wasn't even there for myself. I had let myself go. I had lost myself somehow along the way. And to me, that running became a symbol of what I had lost, what I had let die, part of me, of who I am. Okay. And so I made a decision that I had to reclaim that. And that's what I want others to do. This is why I'm here. I feeling like so emotional because people, um, this is, I feel as though this is what sets me aside from all of the people out there that want to sell you something. They want to sell you some trimmed quickly plan. You can lose this weight overnight. Um, just drink this and all your troubles will go away. But I'm here not just to sell you some product that could, and that'll fix everything overnight. And I'm not promising you some program, just another program again that, oh, it's going to help me to lose weight. Okay. I am not a fitness model. I am not parading myself all over because I want you to look like me. I think you should look like you. You should be the best you should be. I don't want you to look like me. I'm working towards being the best me. You need to work towards being the best you. Okay. And it's not just about having, 8 pack and cut, like your abs have to be cut, and defined, and you have to look like some kind of Trojan warrior, or you have to look like Venus, the goddess of love or something. That's not what this is all about. This is about saving you from dying, saving your life. It's about longevity. It's about living life to the fullest and enjoying life. I haven't reached my goals yet, but I'm so close to it. I have taken off a lot of weight. But the thing that makes me feel so good about myself is that I can run up and down stairs without even being out of breath. I can go for long walks and hikes and it's nothing because I run, so walking is nothing. I can bend down and get up and do the normal things that people do. I feel energized. I feel youthful. I feel better than I have in years, maybe even from my 20s. I feel better than that. I feel like I have a new lease on life. I can do things now, and I don't have illnesses and restrictions keeping me from doing it. Whereas I did before. I love hiking, and hiking was a chore for me. I had to use the hiking sticks, the two of them, to try to just walk up a short hill. I'd have to stop and rest multiple times and stretch because my hip and my back were giving out and I was in extreme pain. But I kept pushing through. And now I'm not in pain. I can go for a hike, I can hike like a mountain, I can do whatever, and that pain isn't there. I still have residual effects of the injuries that sometimes flare up, but they don't get in my way. And that's why I'm doing this, because I want you to be healthy, revitalized. I don't want you to get up and go to get up and go, and get up and be gone. I want you to get up and go. I want you to enjoy doing things that people don't normally enjoy into their 60s. Okay, I'm talking about the over 45 crowd. And I focus on stress because stress is what almost killed me. Stress is a killer. It kills people's future, their hopes and their dreams. And it starts in your 40s. Because things begin to change in your body and you're not able to cope. And because you have more responsibility and you become focused on the things you're responsible for and the people around you, and you end up neglecting yourself. And so that's why you start to suffer from all kinds of different things, and then hormones have to do with it as well. There's so many different factors that is just working against you, and then you work against yourself because you don't use your body's normal rhythms. That you maintain a certain stasis. You work against your body, and your body rebels. When you put on weight and when you begin to suffer from illness, is your body's voice that's crying out for help, and it's trying to protect you in the best way that it knows how to do, and you're not helping. So it creates a conflict, and it's time for you to balance things out. You need to bring your mind, your body, and your spirit, your innermost being into sync. It needs to be in sync, and all of these elements of you need to come together and work together as one. You are a complex entity. You are a unique being in the universe, created in the image of the one who created all things. You are not, you are more than just a machine. You have like machine like um, characteristics, whereas your body, but there's so much more to you than that. And left neglected, you begin to fall apart and become hollow, a hollow shell of yourself. I want to turn that around for you. This is what I have to offer. I'm not offering you a weight loss plan. I am not offering you a nutrition plan. I am not offering you another quick fix video or quick fix methodology. I am offering you life. I'm offering you health. I'm offering you longevity. I'm offering you youthfulness. You could have it if that is your desire. If you want to get off of this hamster wheel and really begin to live life again, then please contact me and let's talk. I told you my journey. I told you I do. I told you what running means to me. I'm a person that leads very much from the heart. I care about people. I care about who they are as individuals. I care about their well being. I'm doing this because I now have the skills, the credentials, and the ability and the desire to help others help themselves, and to not end up aborting your life, and just seeing it get flushed away. It's never too late. As long as you have breath, you can turn things around, and you can move forward. It's what it is. I run because running is who I am. It's a part of me, and I reclaimed it. I am on fire right now. I am passionate. I live with passion. I don't just get up and roll out of my bed. I get out of my bed with purpose. That's not who I used to be for a long time, but that's who I am now. And I have the ups and downs. It's not always perfect. There are times I just don't want to get out of bed. There are times when days are hard. Right now, I'm going through the most, but I brush it off. I brush it off. I've become like a duck. I let it roll off. I shake myself off, and I keep moving forward. I want to help you do that. So please contact me. This is a free consultation. You have nothing to lose and so much to gain. After you finish talking to me, you begin to feel a whole lot better just from that conversation, because somebody would have heard you, and you would have felt some sort of connection with somebody else that truly understands your struggle and what you're going through. If you're over 40 years old, you're overweight, you're suffering from stress related illnesses, chronic illnesses, stress eating, if you're miserable and you hate going to work in the morning, you're not getting enough sleep at night because of all kind of shift work, and because you can't shut your mind down because you're so worried. If this sounds like you, if you're overwhelmed, if you've had enough, if sometimes you wake up in the morning and wish the sun would stop coming up, get in touch with me, book an appointment at calendly.com, or I'm on all the social media platforms. You can find me there as well. Affinity Dreams, it's at Affinity Dreams. And you can message me, you can DM me, you can send me an email. It doesn't matter how you get to me. There's so many ways of getting to me, but just get to me because it just might save your life. I was blessed enough to come out of this and to heal, but there's so many people that never made it out. This year, I lost my precious cousin. He took his life, and it nearly destroyed our family. His mother and sister, they still haven't come back to themselves. And every time I think about it, I get broken. You can hear it in my voice. A young, beautiful young man that had so much love in his heart for everybody. He was like an angel sent from God. I think, I feel as though this world ate him up. He was just way too good for this world. And he took his own life, and nobody knows why. We know, but we don't know. We don't exactly know because he didn't leave a message behind. He didn't tell us why. But we know. I mean, we can come up with reasons. It was obvious that he didn't want to live anymore, that he hated this world and he hated living, and most likely hated himself as well. You know, the point is, he's gone and he doesn't have the opportunity anymore. But you do. You do. Don't give up. Don't give up. I can help you. Just get in touch with me. Like I said, it's free. The consultation is free. We it's a strategy session. We talk about, what you want to do, where you want to go from here, and what your next steps could be. Anyhow, this is Shelly Ann Minta. Yeah, this is a hard one. This was a tough one to make, but I had to get it out there. And I'm from Affinity Dreams. This show is called Live Your Dreams. And today we were talking about, this running journey I'm on and how it's connected with the purpose for my life. Anyhow, I love you all out there, all of my dream team, and I hope to see you again. Not I hope, I will see you again next week at 2:30, Saturday at 2:30. Every Saturday, I'm right here. Okay, you guys. See you next week. Let's end on a good note, okay? Let's check out feeling positive, okay? And hopeful because I have made it this far despite all the adversities and I haven't even given you the half of it. But here I am still standing and that's a good note to end on. See you next week everybody.